Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Phillies finally beat a 500 team episode of Sorry in Advance Radio. My God, man, what a... I mean, mark your date and time that the Phillies finally, first off, were able to play a team over 500, but just shut them down, sweep them, all that fun stuff. So, praise the Lord that... Man, really squeeze these ones out, but I don't know. What other bullshit can we hear about now? Hi, Scott.
Hey, what's up? No, I mean that's what good teams do, right? They grind out wins against other good teams. We just saw that. What's up,
hey,
Mom?
Mrs. Pizzo.
Oh,
by the way, Mrs. Pizzo, when I picked Scott up when we went to the Rhys Hoskins return game, he didn't want me to come inside, and I don't know why. He ran out the door, and then I was like, "What? You don't want me to see your parents?" Like, I thought
it's probably a good thing since it took us an hour and a half to park.
Jesus, yeah, not to get there. It took us like 20 minutes to get there, and then like another half hour to park. I've never seen some shit like that before.
No, not even honestly, not even for
Eagles games.
Hey, what's up,
Don? How are you?
I've gotten
happy belated birthday too.
Yes, happy belated. I've been into a parking lot quicker during Eagles games than I did on Monday night.
On a bus.
Yeah. On a Sunday.
Granted, we were getting there at 7 a.m, so.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good time. Just
never listen to him, always.
Just
fine.
Everyone take
notes. Leave him in the passenger seat.
Everybody take notes. If you're going to a Phillies game on a weekday and the game's at 6:40, be in the parking lot by 1 p.m. Because
leave by 8 a.m.
Leave by 8 a.m. Get in the parking lot by 1, and then be in the stadium by 6.
Dude, it was ridiculous. Like I have never seen it to where. So as soon as you get past like through the tolls, that first exit that'll take you to the airport.
It's like a smooth sail.
It was backed up like in like 5 or 6 toll booths.
Exits
coming through the toll booth. I mean, cars backed up through the toll booth.
Yeah.
And then it was that, and then the following 2 exits that we ended up going to like 348. And
it
my
worked
GPS
out.
like went down 4 minutes, and I'm like, okay, so again, what are you here for, GPS? And then they have like random crossing guards that aren't really crossing guards, stopping traffic to let all the fans go. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to see Rhys Hoskins hit. I'll fucking run somebody over. Like, move.
Yeah. I will say this though, it was very smooth after the parking lot. After we got out of park, we got in right away, which was good.
Oh yeah,
just parking was like just an issue, but no, it was a good series.
Was trying to back into me like to make a right. Yeah. I don't understand. But hey, it's always a good time in Philly.
It was a great series. Rhys Hoskins, it was actually really cool to see him with the standing ovation he got Monday. Obviously, when we were there, I got chills.
Yeah, it was. It was packed. It was absolutely packed. It was great to see. And it was cool because like even he wasn't even in the on deck circle yet. They just showed him sitting on the railing, and the place stood up and started cheering for him. And he was batting 6th. So yes. I mean, he got up in the 2nd inning, and like it was cool. It was great. It was really nice to see. The tribute video was good. I still get fucking pumped up when I see him hit that home run off Strider and slam the bat. Like that is one of the best. I don't know, man.
Best
to
moments.
Me, that beats the and again because it's probably I'm a Phillies fan, so that beats the Jose Bautista bat, throw thing.
Oh, the original bat spike.
Yeah. Oh, that was like a throw where like he threw the bat into another zip code.
Yeah, only if his punches could land.
I'm not.
Because he landed in another zip area code.
Yeah, some of his teeth did too.
No, I totally agree. Just an all and honestly, Monday night, perfect game, right? Phillies win. Hoskins hits a homer.
A meaningless home run.
Gets thrown out at the plate by none other Rojas.
How ironic.
I know.
Hold on. Stole second base.
Yes, he did steal.
Look back at JT. Like, laughed at him, and JT's just like, all right, asshole. Like, you got me. And then next is just like, when he tries to score, a little tap on the ass, like, yeah, nice try, buddy. And then I saw this, and a lot of people said the same thing. You know damn well when Hoskins got up and started walking over, that was a mistake. He was getting ready to walk to the Phillies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, shit, that's right.
It was listen, it was great to see him. It was great to sweep him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what really stands out to me, it's not on our notes, but man, JT is a gamer.
I mean, let's see. Got hit by a pitch.
Collided at home.
Well, got hit in the nuts before that.
Yeah.
And then got hit in the head on that really great play by him and Stott.
Yes.
In the 10th. So that was, yeah, he said, I mean.
And he had the collision.
Yeah. I know the way, like, ironically, or like, no pun intended, but like, JT's really got some balls. Like, dude is tough.
Probably would have, if I were him and I got hit right there, I would have walked right off the field. Like, I'm done.
Let me catch up on some comments here. So Donna, I believe it was last Saturday, went to the game for her birthday. So it was pretty cool that she got to see you win.
Yes.
Say if that's what Hoskins being back, maybe they should figure out how to get him back. Well,
hey, listen, it could happen.
It could happen.
I just don't know when or how.
I mean, if he stays with Milwaukee next year, he'll be a free agent after that. But then again, he'll be like 33, 34.
You got an option after this year?
Yeah. So he could opt out.
Which I think he would.
Oh, I mean, they're in first place, and no one expected that. So
yeah,
again,
well,
it's
May,
off.
and the Brewers normally collapse.
Yeah, they don't even have any pitching. So, well, they'll have Woodruff back next year. And Tuesday, Wednesday, you were right. Sorry. And then glad there wasn't anybody on base for his home run. Yeah. That's why I said. I mean, it was a meaningless home run. But it was. I know it started some controversy on how, like, because people cheered for him, which I will say it was like 80% boos.
I heard some boos. I heard a lot of boos.
I heard a lot of boos, and I know, like, it was just
maybe on
like,
TV. I mean, you'll hear like the crowd cheer.
Yeah.
But like when he like, even though on the TV when he hit the homer, I heard the boos. Like, I didn't hear, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? Chase Utley hit a grand slam and a home run in the same game, kicked our ass, and got 2 curtain calls.
And here's the thing: is
a 25-minute standing ovation.
And it helped because that team sucked. The Phillies back then, we're good now. But again, if it was a 3-run home run, I don't think anybody would be cheering. That would have tied the game.
No, I'd be pissed
for Hoskins. So yeah, exactly. So
I'll be mad. Now, I will say, I do want to bring this up. Probably the best defense I've seen by a Phillies team in a decade. Over a decade.
Yeah, I mean,
we're bringing it back to Rollins, Utley days.
I mean, Stott is showing that he can play short or second.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw the jump play today.
I didn't, because, like I said, I got home and I saw, oh, cool, Castellanos, second bat or first at bat of the day, hits a 2-run home run, and then I look and I'm like, son of a bitch, it's the 6th inning.
Yeah, well, it was very fast game too. I mean, Nola only had 70 pitches in 6 innings.
Yeah, he got up to, I think, 93 pitches, 7 innings, no walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 hits. Mm-hmm. Stud performance today. Said that. Oh yes, because Hoskins, I know, got to say it. Yeah, I know people were like, you don't need to give him a standing ovation every day, and I'm like, the dude was here for 6-7 years.
He pretty much. I mean, if you really think about it, he really kind of helped us get Harper here.
He did. I mean, I remember when, like, there was like the thing, it was on Facebook, no, Instagram, I think, or Twitter, where like Hoskins posted something. And I remember Harper, before he signed with the Phillies, posted the eyes, and everyone lost their friggin' mind.
It was
like,
training
what
camp,
does that mean?
or spring training.
It was right before he signed here.
Yeah,
it was like a week before he signed here.
Yeah, Harper posted, I think it was a picture, or no, Hoskins posted a picture of the facility of Clearwater.
Right.
And Harper commented on it and was like, the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, February 4th, 2019, on NBC 10 Philadelphia, are Rhys Hoskins and Bryce Harper trying to tell us something? Oh, that's right. No, okay. It was Harper posted loading ...
Yes, and then Hoskins
and Hoskins posted the eye. Sorry, we had that backwards. Which it was just I remember it clear as day. Like when I saw that, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what is about to happen that's going to make... And then it dragged on another month.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Because it was halfway through spring training that Harper signed, so or in the beginning, but he was not
was
there
like,
until halfway
yeah,
through.
no. Yeah. I mean, Christ, I mean, Cassie took longer. I mean, Cassie was in Philly. Remember when he posted the picture of him sitting on the art museum steps? I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. But I mean, you're 100% right in the defense aspect. Like even Bohm has been looking very good at third.
His play, he's starting to become automatic over there.
I have to. So I didn't catch the whole game. I will rewatch it tomorrow. While I'm at work.
But no, Bohm is starting to become automatic down there. I want to ask you something. The way he fields a ground ball is so bizarre to me because it looks
literally
impossible.
what I was going to say next. It's what I was going to say next.
Unorthodox. He doesn't move side to side. He just backhand. Like it's weird.
The one thing, but I will say it's one of the things that also drives me nuts too, is because that one game in San Francisco when he had like 3 errors, everything was off to the side, and I'm just like, dude, like if you just get in front of the ball, you'll at least knock it down. But like he takes so many plays to the side, or when he's running in, when you're running in, I know that's what you're supposed to do is to take the ground ball, or like, but a lot of plays that are right at him, he's taken to the side, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
I also think too, like if he just gets in front of the ball, he'll make better throws to first. Like some of his throws are like bouncing.
They're bouncing. They're way over Harper or something.
Today he threw one and it got Harper off the bag, and Harper had to tag the guy in the air.
But we've seen that so many times. That
I know.
Harper doesn't get back because they're not even close.
I know. No, I mean, I just think maybe he just needs to put his body more force into like. Maybe clear as day 5 years ago, but not now. No, I just think he should just move more lateral instead of like putting his glove to the side, turning it to the side.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever works for him, I guess.
But again, like when he's running in on some plays that are to the side, and his glove, you can't see it, but his glove, he's got his glove.
He's like this
open. Yeah, and it's like the Rollins thing, like. All right, got the ball, tap the glove, and I'm like, dude, like that tap of the glove is a full footstep, is a full step. Like that can be the difference in somebody being out or safe. Like, I don't know if it's just him working on it. How do you get out of that habit? It makes me.
You got to hit fungos at the person repeatedly. Fungo balls.
And I mean, it's.
I mean, at this point,
that's baseball. He's not. Honestly, it's going to be tough to change that.
Yeah, he's been doing it his whole life. It's fine. It'll be if it becomes a problem, then we'll talk about it more. But
here's just weird. He's most likely not going to be the third baseman in another 3 years, unless we go get Luis Robert and Aiden Miller's part of that trade.
Like I said, I've been saying that all year. Give me Luis Roberts.
Yeah, I know. I'm not denying that. I would go get him in a heartbeat.
This is the year to do it.
Yes. And Stubby keeping his eyes like JT. I'm not taking nothing away from Stubbs, but I definitely see JT.
Oh yeah,
I agree. I mean, I know we said this last episode, like because people were bashing Stubbs still. There is no doubt in my mind that both of them catchers work with the pitchers with the same effort, with the same concentration, with the same, everything. I mean, the pitchers come out and say, they'll never publicly come out and say, I don't like throwing to this guy. I don't think anybody on this team is like that. But I'm just saying, like, you can tell they all put the work in. They know how to call a game. You can tell, obviously, why JT is the starter for more than 5 reasons. But I'm just saying, when it comes to Stubbs, like, it's a good option as a backup. Like he's a great option as a backup.
I think he's like top in the majors for pop-up rates for throwing, like getting up from the catching stance.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just like somebody posted it the other day about Brandon Marsh right before he got hurt, which was crazy. That they were just like, I forget the exact words, but the post was just like, I don't know about anybody else, but like, do you think that Stubbs or Marsh just like should have been a Philly all this time? And I'm like, there are some people that you can tell are just meant to play here.
Yeah.
And like Brandon Marsh, Garrett Stubbs just fits so well. Like, could you see them doing some of the shit that they do on any other team?
No, absolutely not.
There's not another team I could see that this stuff that they do, the fucking overalls.
That's why the Phillies have the best clubhouse chemistry in the league by far.
Which is, I mean, we've both said this 1,000 times. Like, it is such a big thing. Like, why a team can win. Like, you might not be the better team, but like your team chemistry and how you regroup and how you work as a team really can. I mean, again, like the Braves are a perfect example. Like,
yeah,
they were a better team than us, except when they played us in the playoffs. And then all of a sudden, it was just like no one will ever change my mind that whenever we played the Braves in the playoffs, like the last 2 years, that it was just like there was doubt in the back of their minds. Like, I really hope this doesn't happen again.
We were in their heads after we won Game 1. They were like, "Fuck."
Yeah, here we go again. That was the first year, and then last year it's here we go.
That's what I'm saying. And they probably.
Sorry, I saw that one. Hello. Hey guys, how about Bohm last night? I don't know where he came from. I didn't like him last year, but I do now.
Listen, he's grown on me the last 2 years.
He has. I know we talked about this like 2-3 episodes ago with Bohm. The crazy thing about Bohm is when he came up in 2020. All right, cool. His first year here, is
COVID.
Half of a COVID crazy year, half of a season already, and no fans. His following year is now he's in a 50,000 seat stadium that is packed, and he's now I have to experience that, and the game's a lot quicker now. Then 2022 was the I effing hate this place, right?
Yeah,
we said that.
Yeah, that was the year
that the World Series year.
Yeah,
that was the year everything changed.
Yeah, everything literally changed with a snap of a finger.
I mean, if you remember, it's Didi Gregorius that goes up to him and is like taps him on the chest and it's just like, dude, like let it go,
like calm down.
And Didi was gone like a month later. So was Girardi.
Stott wasn't even up.
No, it's just like everything changed, and then I'm sorry, one of the greatest quotes ever in Philly history. I love this place, and I'm like, oh you.
Yeah, I mean, Bohm. I don't know if he'll be here. I hope he's here in the next couple of years at the level that he's producing. I don't know if he's going to be here determining the future moves. I think a lot's going to depend on his future is what they do at the deadline.
I agree because, I mean, if they're concentrating,
not saying that they're going to trade him.
No. I'm saying, I think so. To touch on that a little bit is they came out and it was reported that the Phillies were already looking at outfield help before Marsh got hurt. And
they're looking for a center fielder.
Right, which is the issue is Rhys Robert now is coming back from an injury that kept him out the last month and a half.
Yeah.
I would take him. He's 26 years old.
He's got a month. There's like a month and a half until the deadline. He'll be fine.
Right. So here's my thing too, is I firmly believe that players, phantom injuries, happen all the time. I'm not saying he wasn't hurt. I am saying there is such thing as Jeff Carter milking an injury when he got traded to Columbus, and then he all of a sudden gets traded to the Kings, and he's a fucking stud again and never gets off.
Yeah, but baseball's different with trades. I
agree.
Like that.
No. I agree. But I'm saying he is on a shit team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. It's just a nightmare.
I'm telling you, if they do go after him and trade for him and they give up Aiden Miller, your whole infield is going to be locked up for years. You already got short, second, and first locked up for years.
I mean, I know we kind of said we were going to talk about this. I didn't get a chance to really look into it, but like you also don't know who's going to be a free agent third baseman come soon. You don't know
Well,
who.
like Jose Ramirez.
No, it's not Devers.
No,
I'm just saying, like, you don't know who's out there.
That's what I mean.
That you could go sign.
My whole thing is, if it's not Ramirez and it's not Devers, I'm keeping Bohm right now.
Right, and that's the thing is Bohm is showing that he can play third base. Not every team, not half the teams, not a quarter of the teams have a Nolan Arenado from a few years ago, because Nolan Arenado has dropped off ridiculously.
Yeah, he has. He looks
and
old.
Defensively.
Just looks old.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have stud players at every single position, so you have to accept where you're going to have to take back a little, or falter a little bit, and that could be third base, which is really, if it's Bohm, that's not faltering that much.
No, that's a win.
Right, exactly.
It's a win-win. I also think I just think this year is the year they got to pull the trigger on a deal, man. Center field. I mean, that's I love Rojas to death. I love him. Great defender, great person, whatever. Hitting's starting to come around. Dude, if you can go out and go get Luis Roberts Jr., dude, you go and do it.
I mean,
this is the time.
I agree. So, and that's the thing I was kind of saying is just like, if your win now mode is now, your period, your window, is now.
Well, I think it is. I really think it since they've gotten off to such a hot start like this, the window starts now. Like, if they don't go to the World Series, it's a bust. Like, you failure.
You have to keep up with this pace, this momentum,
with this product.
I'm looking for. Yes. So I 100% agree in the fact that, like, you need to make a splash, and especially with the fact that, like, they're talking, like, if the White Sox have already come out and said we're listening on Garrett and Luis Robert.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're getting both. Obviously,
just give me Luis. We don't need pitching.
We don't.
We really don't. I mean, we
really
don't. We have an over amount of pitching right now. We need a center fielder.
So, but I'm just saying, like, it's you don't know who will guarantee to work out in the majors. Like, Aiden Miller is killing it. I get it. But Scott Kingery, for example, kills it all the time in the minors. Always does. You bring him up here, and we tried to give him a starting job, and he is just terrible. Like, even it just sucks. He's a bench player, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you have to go with, that Alec Bohm can play third. Aiden Miller might be a better third baseman, but again, Sixto Sanchez is the perfect example. Like, everyone was so hesitant to trade Sixto Sanchez for JT Realmuto. Even I was, because I'm like, I don't know, man, with how good he's supposed to be. Well, the key word is supposed to be. JT hasn't been, like, I thought he was going to be a 30 home run a year guy, like hitting almost 300. He hasn't been that, but he has been a solid catcher. He has been the best catcher in baseball for the majority of the time that we've had him. Like, Sixto Sanchez has not played, I think, 30 games in the majors since he was traded. I don't know if he's played 20. Maybe he's played 10.
That might be a stretch. Yeah. I mean, we dodged a bullet with that. I just think, like I said, if they're already looking at center fielders, that means they never were confident in Rojas to begin with.
Right.
Which I'm fine with.
21 games in the majors.
Yeah, and he's fat as hell. Did you see him?
Yes.
He is huge.
How can we not?
No, which is fine that they didn't have confidence in Rojas. I mean, the kid is still producing. He's still playing defense. But like I said, it's Luis Roberts Jr. And
you see the Braves are getting beaten 9-2.
Yeah, Nick Pivetta let up one hit the whole entire game. They had one hit. Nick Pivetta. No, Nick Pivetta. No. Nick Pivetta.
Oh, the Braves are playing the Red Sox. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Dodgers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pivetta let up one hit the entire game.
Yeah. He's been very good.
Yeah. But
no, I agree. It's, how do you not go after one of the top center fielders in baseball at 26 years old?
And it's like a glaring need for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's what sucks is you probably could have gotten away with one of the pitchers like that to really spice up the deal. While keeping and you probably could do it with just Aiden Miller and other prospects, not including Crawford. You could have made it easier by giving up probably one of the pitchers. If McGarry or Abel were doing good, but they're not, which sucks.
And that also seems like a reoccurrence theme with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably throw them in there. I mean, the White Sox are rebuilding anyway.
True. I mean, it's just a lot. Well, we already have Turnbull, who was with them, so who knows? Maybe McGarry or Abel will just come back.
Yeah,
Cliff Lee style. But it's definitely kind of fun to think of because you immediately hear that and it's it's a glaring need.
And
here's my thing:
would
you include Rojas?
Where's he playing? Like,
in a trade?
Yeah, you would have to.
You think?
Yeah.
What about Pache?
No.
You're keeping Pache?
If I could keep Rojas, I would, but you're not going to. They're going to.
I don't think you are. I think they're going to want Pache more. Pache can.
Well, that's fine.
Has proven he can hit. He used to be a top prospect.
Either one of them can stay. You have Roberts, and then you got Marsh in left field.
Well, you're going to have to. Obviously, you're keeping one because Marsh is hurt.
Marsh is not getting traded.
No. I'm not saying. No. I meant you're going to have to keep one of Pache or Rojas.
Yeah, I would much rather keep. I would love to keep Rojas. That'd be crazy,
man. To me, I would love to keep Pache, just because every time he just starts to remind me of Sosa a little bit, where it's just like it seems like he can hit more than Rojas. But again, I know Rojas is like 12, and he has the time. So
yeah, that's what you tell the White Sox.
Reminds me of bench warmers when he holds up the sign, "I am 12." Oh
yeah, and with a bottle of tequila. He's like, yeah, this is real.
This looks legit. So to go back to the original topic that started all this, Phillies sweep the Brewers, and we shut down one of this in many offensive categories, second or third best offense in baseball. Yeah. Behind us, ironically, they weren't ahead of us in anything. No. But we held them to 2 runs. So. On multiple, also with the multiple bullpen games. What the hell was that?
I have no idea. Apparently, I didn't know this. They only have one legit starting pitcher or 2.
Yeah,
that's what they were saying.
They have 2. They have Peralta and then the guy that was it Ashby.
It might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Who pitched today with a 9 ERA?
Oh my god, I forget his name. All I know is if I was a Brewers fan and had to watch that and the team being as good as what the record says, I would hurt myself.
Yeah.
We were actually in that. I mean, we were in that predicament last year and the year before that.
I know. And it was aggravating. And they're doing 2-3 games in a row.
Well, I mean, we did that.
What, bullpen games constantly?
Yeah. Yeah. We had a 7-man rotation last year.
That's true.
Dude, we had Bailey Falter start a World Series game, and it was a bullpen game.
Let's not. Yeah, fucking
in the World Series.
Anyway, don't bring that back. Don't ruin the World Series run for me. Anyway, so other thing we wanted to kind of get into was, so now that we can get over the Phillies only play bad teams. It's still the fact that not hearing anything about how the Dodgers and Braves are losing to these bad teams, kind of like today. I'm not saying the Pirates are bad, but they're getting smoked by these decent or bad teams.
Here's my thing. You can count the Dodgers in there. Take the Braves right out for right now. They are a fucking mess.
They're a nightmare.
They are a mess, dude.
Yeah.
Let's not add them in there. The Dodgers I could see, but the Dodgers are the Dodgers. They're going to win 100 games. A little over 100 games, get bounced first round.
Yeah. That's. I remember I said that to you yesterday. I'm like, Dodgers are going to get bounced first round.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me. They did. They got.
Oh no, I said Yankees. Sorry, I said Yankees. That's what I said. I said hot take. Yankees don't win the division and get bounced in the first round with Garrett Cole.
See, that doesn't shock me though, because Baltimore's so good. But I mean, I just think the Braves are a disaster. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. It's insane to me. On June 5th, the Phillies are the best team in the National League by a wide margin.
Oh yeah, big time.
They got like a 5.5 game lead up on the Dodgers. Got to be 6.
What the hell was I looking at? So,
they're
by the way, Nick Pivetta is a free agent after this year.
No, nope, we're okay.
You want to go after Verlander?
No.
How about Max Scherzer? All these injured pitchers that are over 40.
Who's still going to get like $30 million a year?
I know. That's ridiculous.
For like 1 year though.
Dude, seriously, did you see the?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I did see that, Don. That's crazy.
It is. First off, how stupid can you be? And then at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, here's my thing. When all over the stadium is advertisements for ESPN Bet, FanDuel, DraftKings, Fanatics, I'm like, if one of your biggest donors or advertisers is all sports betting, because I just said it didn't make sense to me why did the one dude get banned for life, but then the guy in our minor league system only get banned for a year? And it's because something with you have to be on the 40-man roster or not on the 40-man roster.
I have no idea.
Well, me and Ryan looked it up. And the guy who is banned for life was on the Pirates, like on their roster, on their 26-man roster.
Okay.
Never mind that he was terrible at betting too. He only won like 4% of the time.
Yeah, it was. And he bet on his own team.
He bet on his own team, right?
No shit, he only won 4% of the time.
Well, yeah, seriously.
Who the fuck is
like,
betting
were you
on
betting
Pirates?
yourself to win? Like,
yeah, like what are you doing?
So then the other guy on our team, is on the 40-man roster, but not the Phillies roster. So he only gets banned for a year.
Saves him.
Here's my thing. I believe if your advertisers are all around the stadium, then you need to figure out a way, because sports betting is legal, that if they want to bet, fine. But don't ban them from betting on all sports. Like,
I agree with that.
That's kind of stupid to me. Like, I don't know how you would do it. I'm not even saying I said to Ryan, I was like, what are you supposed to do? Register like with MLB? Like, here's my FanDuel account.
Yeah.
Here's my login and password. Because they said how the guy got caught was like someone turned in his login.
It's always like that. That's why it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
If you're an athlete.
It's just, that's why I'm like, I'm not saying like, it's like you said, with conditions, like, you should be allowed to if it's legal.
I agree.
Especially if you're not betting on your sport. Like, why can't a baseball player bet on a football game? You have unless it's Deion Sanders and he was going to play football later that year. Like, I bet I'll hit 300 and then have 1,000 rushing yards. Like,
yeah,
that just was odd to me. But that's whatever. Manfred's waiting for him to leave.
Yeah.
Or your bum ass.
Yeah, for real.
So second to last topic was the media still riding Harper's ass on possibly anything that they can find.
Yeah, but you know what though? I it's calmed down since he hustled the ball out to first.
Oh, thank God. Because it's never gonna happen again.
Yeah, right. Now I don't pay too much attention to that. So it is what it is.
Shout out to the Phillies fan group, because that's where I read it the most.
Yes.
It's why didn't Harper run out that ball out? And I was just like, I am pretty sure at all times there are 17 other people on that diamond. And I don't hear anybody complaining about anybody.
Because he's the highest paid on the team. But guess what? He can take plays off here and there. I'm not worried about it. They're 44-19.
This is going back to the Giants series. I mean, it was like when he didn't get thrown at, in my opinion. He did not that whole sequence where
I don't know what
he didn't get thrown at on purpose. But hello, mother.
So,
I'm not. It's what baseball is now. They don't run out every play.
They didn't do that back when the Phillies were good back
Right.
in 07 to 11. Nobody does that. The only one that did it was Utley.
Right. And then, but, the media, I will not mention specifically who, coming out just saying, I don't know, I think something's wrong. And I'm just like, what the hell kind of bullshit are you trying to spin now? Like, are you trying to spin that he's not happy? One of them, the reporters is like, oh, like, do you think the contract extension is looming over his head? And I'm like, no, I don't think the contract extension is looming over his head, because it's not like he's a free agent next year and he's worrying about how to support his family. He is going to be here for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
He might want to retire by then. Who knows?
The talk has subsided.
It has. It's just old. That's why I love the sarcastic shit that I myself post. When they post something, I'm like, oh, Bryce Harper didn't smile. I hope he's happy.
Yeah, I just don't really pay attention to it, because, like, at the end of the day, we all know the truth. He's happy here. He's a grinder. He's a gamer. It is what it is. It's just the media trying to drum up shit on one of the best teams in baseball.
It is, and it's just let me go back here. It should be worse if they get caught betting on the opposite team because he could slack off to help them win more. Well, honestly, what's funny about that is someone found, and again, this was a Twitter, so who the hell knows if it was true or not. Someone went back when the Shohei Ohtani thing was going on and found the bets that were placed and that were against Shohei. And like 3 of the games that Shohei pitched, he had like awful stats.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I don't know. But now the guy admitted everything. He's going to jail for 30 years. I don't think he's going to jail for 30 years.
He probably was.
We'll never hear about anything of that ever again. Harper was told to chill on the bases. Probably. Well, I did see. I don't know if you know who Royce Lewis is.
Yeah, from Minnesota.
Yeah, he just came back from like same thing, like a month-long injury, and the Twins told him to not run at half speed when he's on the bases, or not run at full speed. And I'm like, excuse me?
Then why play?
Then you shouldn't be back from the IL.
Yeah, I don't get that. Whatever.
And your dad hated. Sorry, we've been in. What did your dad hate, Donna? I'm sorry.
What's up, John?
Johnny? By the way, John texted me and said that they need to trade Castellanos' bum ass, and then I think
he hit a home run.
7 seconds later, Castellanos hit a home run, and he
said
maybe that'll up his trade stock. Bullshit! It's something you would do too, and me. Like we'd all. I'm not like let's not even be like, yeah, it sounds like something John would do. We've all done it. Oh, not running back.
Oh, everyone hates that.
I agree. Like, if it's here's my thing, and I said this to my friends, to Jay and Drew, who we talk baseball all day.
Yeah,
is like it's not like this is Little League where a ground ball to second base could be an error and turn into a home run at any moment. No, it is very rare for these players to make a stupid mistake. So like, but I do agree that anything can happen. I'm just saying like. I'm not going to rip them apart for when they smoke a ball 110 miles an hour at the second baseman and Bryce Harper's 30 feet from the fucking bag and he doesn't run it out because he'll be out by 25 feet. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Listen, I get it, but I'm not arguing.
It is what it is. They're 44-19. I'm not right. If they were under 500 or at 500, I'd be like, okay.
If they were, here's my thing. If they were under 500 or at 500, but these games were close, like
they're more
like
of an issue.
They are kicking the shit out of teams.
Yeah,
and now that they played a team above 500, the offense kind of staggered a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not.
But the pitching showed up.
So, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I tune in. That's why I don't listen to sports radio or anyone else. Like I really can't.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't think it was a big deal that Hoskins got applauses 3 nights in a row.
No,
like
I didn't think any of that.
People didn't get to see him Monday. Why is it bad that they got to go see him Tuesday and Wednesday?
It was a great series.
Right. It was a very good series. Casty walked it off last night when I said he was going to strike out. Hey, first pitch, and it wasn't even a strike, dude. So
yeah, but that's like one of the best times, like for him, like in that zone, that's where he hits it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so weird to me.
Yeah, his hits make no sense.
Yeah, but anyway.
But we've also seen him on those outside pitches take home runs in the opposite field.
No, I know. He did it last year against Arizona.
Okay, so this is where Scott gets to hog the mic for a minute, and he wanted personal time on this. So, hold on one sec. I got 2 comments. He hated that Barry Bonds acted like a baby because he didn't hit a home run. He used to say, "Mommy's little cowboy gets his feelings hurt." Fuck Barry Bonds.
Yeah, keep talking.
Hey, John, keep talking crap. It's working. So I said that as a joke. On the Phillies fan group page, the one time when I was like, I tried this new thing where if I just accept that Walker's going to give up 4 runs a game, I won't be as upset. And they were losing 2-0. I was like, it's working so far. And everyone like fucking attacked me again. Like the other time, I just lost my shit. Oh, and I was sober this time. It was just like people started commenting like, oh, what do you want to do? Go 8 innings with a shutout? And I'm like, it is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
So anyway, Scott, time is yours. You want me to get off the screen? I can just make this you.
Nah. It's good. So, sure? Yeah. No, we're good.
No, not me. You.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay.
Just kidding. No, fuck you. You can hog the screen. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
So, I'm going to just say now that the Philadelphia Phillies are going to the World Series, whether they make a trade or not. And here's why. No team, unless it happens again like last year, which I mean, last year they just couldn't hit. But the pitching this year has been unbelievable. It's a lot better than last year. And I don't see any team beating Ranger, Nola, and Wheeler in a 3-game series or back-to-back games or losing twice. Unless the only way I would see it is if they have to dip into the do like a Sanchez start and like an LCS. Like true. I really don't. I just can't see. I mean, the way that they're playing right now, especially if their defense keeps this up too, nobody's beating them. I mean, they're going to get to the World Series. I just don't know if they're going to win it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's playoffs are a whole different season.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I just think right now, I legitimately think the Phillies are going to the World Series without a trade or not.
I mean, I don't know how you don't have how they aren't a favorite. Like I keep saying, like the Phillies in more than one little power rankings, the Phillies are number 1.
They're either
then I
one
see
or
Justin
two.
Verlander's brother be like, "Oh, the Yankees," and I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking would."
He did pick the. He did say that the Phillies are probably going to win the division now.
Right. But it took. But here's my thing: why did it take them losing Acuna? We were outplaying them except for the first series of baseball.
It's because when they lost Acuna the last time, they won the World Series without him.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely a different team, but I just think the Phillies, although too, the Phillies are just hitting their stride like everyone in their peak for their careers. So it's not really going to matter much what the Braves do. I don't think it's going to matter much what the Dodgers do. To be honest with you,
I mean, you need a whole entire. You need a whole entire team to. I'm not stating anything that's ridiculous here or anything new. I'm just like the Braves weren't hitting or weren't doing anything as a team before Acuna went out. I mean, Matt Olson's healthy. He's hitting,
and Riley just came back.
He's now hitting worse than Castellanos.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I legitimately think the Phillies are going to the World Series this year.
Yeah. That's the bottom line.
That. I like that, Donna. No, I really do. Shut up, John. Just keep saying that John. Just keep saying Cassie stinks.
Don't make me send you another picture of that license plate, John, from the other night. I hope that they don't run out of steam. Let's see, right? They got to keep it going till the end.
I think they will. I think they're still so upset. Yes. I think they're so upset still about last year.
Yeah, and that's why. So here's my thing. So I saw somebody post this last night too after they won on the walk-off. That someone was just like, "Oh, like is Harper okay? I didn't see him on the field after Cassie." And I'm like, first off, I am not having a fucking magnifying glass on trying to find Bryce Harper and everything on the field. Like there's 30 guys out there. I'm not looking for them. I'm not judging. Like I'm not saying like them talking shit on Harper. I'm simply saying I honestly think, first off, never mind that like he just had another baby a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, Jesus Christ. But yeah, he still ain't sleeping unless he's on an away trip.
No.
So yeah, you be fucking happy all the time with that. I'm also saying, like, I think exactly what you just said, and we both said it multiple times. That was like that bothered them more than losing the World Series because they
weren't supposed to win it.
Right.
Like you just said, yeah.
And I think they are taking, or at least Harper most, is taking this personal and serious, like every single game.
Which
game.
I like, and I think they're going to continue to do that. I mean, Topper's the right man for the job.
I think
and
so
they got the right leadership, so I don't see why they don't go back.
Right. I can hear my child coughing. Yeah, she's fine. And I just, like you said, I think they took this personal. This is a personal run for them, and it's just.
They even said it in training or spring training. They said they want to come out hot.
Right. I mean, JT pulled a Rollins, and I mean, not that they're the best team, in the National League, but I'm just like, we want to win the division.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, even that just like we should win it. Like that takes balls to say. It does. I mean, it puts your team like it, on. I don't know how to say
pedestal.
It. Like, not on the map, but it's just yeah. So
they're certainly on the pedestal now. They got.
Yeah. I mean,
he's finding his stride. Yeah, they're.
I said it to you. Maybe June becomes Casty's month.
I'll be pissed.
Why?
I look forward to Schwarber hitting bombs every year, not singles in June.
Give me 50 stolen bases, baby.
Dude, he needs to at least add 10 more pounds again. Like, come on, man.
We'll just start sending food to his house.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Scott's putting it out there that Phillies World Series or bust, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I have no problem with it. I will gladly accept. I obviously want it to happen. I'm going to enjoy the ride no matter what.
Enjoy the ride. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I saw what you wrote about the London games versus the Bums, and I have to admit I laughed out loud. Yeah. Like say, John's still talking shit.
No, he's gonna hit 3 home runs this weekend.
All right, I like it. That was almost little for JT last night. Poor guy.
Yeah.
And she was commenting about what John said. So speaking of the London series, against the Bums, I believe if I read correctly, because by the way, I have the 2025 MLB free agents up too that I wanted to kind of talk just in case we're looking at third baseman.
Well, we're not.
Why not? Why can't we? So anyway, the Phillies game at 1:10 on Saturday is going to be Ranger Suarez, who they said is going to be all right to pitch. Thank God. Ranger Suarez against Sean Manaea. 1:10 in London, and and then Sunday,
10 a.m. baby,
10 a.m. Jose
whiskey
Quintana
and coffee
against
out.
Taijuan Walker. We will see who has a higher ERA by the end of that game.
Yeah,
because they both have over 5 ERAs. But Taijuan Walker has a winning record. Quintana's 1-5.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Sunday's a 10 a game. Scott, would you still trade Bohm for Arenado? Absolutely not.
No.
Why the hell does that say OBJ in the middle?
I don't know, but I would take OBJ on the Eagles.
Would I trade Bohm for Odell Beckham Jr. Arenado? Is that a different? Is that like a
2-for-1? Is that 2-for-1?
You trade Bohm, you get OBJ and Arenado. I'm still not taking Arenado right now.
Nah, me neither. I would. The only person I would trade Bohm for right now is Jose Ramirez.
Not Luis Robert?
Who the fuck's No, not
kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What if they have
no? Because then who the hell's playing third? Witt,
Edmundo Sosa. Everyone wants him to start. Everybody wants him to start.
If you want to do this, is for another episode.
We'll label that one. Let's drive Scott nuts.
That's gonna be. Can we put that for next week's episode?
Will we recap London?
Yeah.
London called, said, "Fuck you, Mets."
Actually, Chase said that.
Yeah, dude. The video of the one you sent me, with Bryce and Harper. Or excuse me, with Bryce and Utley. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And when he's just like, oh, what you're swinging? He's like, no, I'd probably call Rollins for that. And
I go to Rollins for that, and he's like, whoa.
Yeah. And then the new one with Chase and the Four Walls whiskey was good.
Yeah, glad I didn't get introduced to that on Monday night.
Hey man, it's all over the stadium. It's delicious. It tastes like Jameson.
Just want to throw a shout out there too. If anyone's looking to have a birthday party, just go to Pass and Stowe because it's evidently empty all the time.
All the time. I mean, we were in that. Yeah, we sat and watched what 2-3 innings there.
4.
Yeah. There was nobody there.
No,
it was not crowded at all.
No, it was actually kind of
no trade boom.
It was kind of crazy, to be honest with you, because the last time we went there.
Do you know how much that would change the dynamic of this team? Stop it. They're not.
No, we're gonna trade. Now listen, if you're gonna we're doing that next episode. We're done.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It is
Joey Tribbiani. It's London, baby.
What a great episode!
I got to get in the map. Donna, I am a full-fledged Friends fan. Mom said, "Stop it." Yeah, I have a very good memory when it comes to movies and shows. Like,
my dad.
Me and my brother we could probably talk in movie lines for weeks.
Oh yeah.
So Scott, would you go sign Alex Bregman? He was a free agent next year.
No.
Why not? He'll be 31.
I think Bone's better than him. I'm telling you, the only person I'm trading Bone for is Jose Ramirez. I don't understand what the point is here. And we throw in Taiwan to sweeten the deal.
You know, there's really one person who's a free agent under 30 who's going to be for
next year.
Next year, yes.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
And it's Yoan Moncada. Oh, actually, there's a club option for $14 million. He's definitely going to be a free agent.
Yeah,
keeping him.
No, but seriously, I'm excited for the London series, and I can't wait to see. I'm calling it now. Harper's going yard.
Harper's going yard. Donna's a Friends aficionado, and also.
Yes, it is.
Fast and Furious? Is
it?
It
is. They had no. Wait, maybe it is. Yeah, it is.
Stop.
I don't know. I gotta.
Scott was ready to trade Bohm opening day.
All right,
dude. Listen, everyone was ready to trade so many people on opening day.
I was ready to get the team moved out of Philly after the first 2 games. I was like, "What is this?"
He said, "John, stop it." There's good people who's going to go to war on my.
Because of Alec Bohm. 6.
Fast and Furious 6.
I'm going to have to rewatch it.
I don't know. After 1 and 2, I'm like, yeah. Like, also, when did they become spies and shit?
Did you, before we sign off, watch the Chase Utley podcast with Ruben Amaro and Todd Zalecki? Was it Todd Zalecki? Might have been Todd Zalecki and Jim Salisbury. They just had, if you go on YouTube, they just had Harper on last night for like 45 minutes.
Oh, wait. I did watch the one with Utley. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because that's when he was talking about
Morrow
Ruben kept asking him, where do you want to get traded to? And he's like, shut up.
You're going to get fired.
Oh, yeah. And he knew he was going to get fired.
Yeah. So they had Harper on last night.
Oh, I'll definitely check it out. Okay.
Yeah. It's on YouTube.
Don't be promoting other podcasts on our podcast. What kind of shit is
that?
They're
professionals.
Well, then then so are we. I should have Harper on this podcast.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. I'll drive to Haddonfield right now. Maybe he's still
we know where he lives.
I do.
Why don't we just go knock on his door? We'll knock on his door like that kid did and be like, yeah, would you be
I'll shave and be like, can you do my proposal?
It's just like a podcast. We bring him to a podcast.
We're like, look, I'll even do it here. Since
we'll do it in your front yard, Bryce.
We're like, yo, I'll find a restaurant like near you. We'll just figure it out. All right.
You too, John.
John, Donna, Caroline, who else? Mom, Mrs. Pizzo. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Remember that time I said we should really stick to like a half hour?
Yeah, we went well over.
5 minutes.
We went
well,
way
I
over.
feel like we have more fun when we just. Wow, that was going to come out wrong. We have more fun when we go longer.
Yeah, let's.
So on that note, that's a perfect line to end the night.
Wow.
Phillies sweep the Mets handedly, and
Yes.
Walker still gives up 4 or 5 runs, but the Phillies win at least by 4 both games.
I agree.
Deal?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Everyone, thank you all for hanging out, and we will see you next Tuesday, right?
Yes.
All right. I might go watch Fast and Furious 6 now.
Me too.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, later.
Later.